What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to the Director of Football, non-league to legend. We are still with, I was going to say Wellington Phoenix because I looked at the name. No, we are Melbourne Victory. And as you can see from the results, since we were here last, things aren't going horrendously. We did get beaten on the first day of the season against Sydney FC, as you saw in the last episode. Since then, we've played Central Coast Mariners. Beat them 1-0. Scott Daly, 16-year-old striker, scored his first goal. Then we beat Adelaide United 2-0. Ben Campbell with a double. Beautiful. Then drew with Perth Glory. Smashed Newcastle Jets 3-1. Tony Holman had never scored a goal in his entire career. Bopped in a hat-trick. Delightful. And then we played Western Sydney Wanderers 0-0. So since the opening episode, we've been unbeaten. Today we play Wellington Phoenix, who are now 8th. Okay, they were 10th after this game. So they must have done well. And then we're going to play our local rivals, Melbourne City. So this is going to be an interesting one. The reason I came back was because we're playing Melbourne City. This is the game that I think we're going to be most interested in, I suppose. League-wise, we're sitting in 3rd place, which is a lot better than I expected. It is where we're supposed to finish. But I would like for us to be, up here, where Sydney FC are. But we'll see what happens. Tactics-wise, this is the team we are going with today. We have Mackie in goal because he's the best goalkeeper we have. Thomas and Murphy playing as our wing-backs because Arnold has a knock. He could play, but I'm not going to risk him because... boy, would I risk him. Tornariga and Fernandez playing central defence together because LZO has just been in pretty meh form. Lucarelli and Austin playing as our DMs. Austin playing as a segundo volante on attack because he's quite good and he has all the attributes to do it. And Lucarelli's a centre back. We don't really have a second DM, so I am just kind of putting him in the hopes that I'm basically going between different centre backs to play as our DM. The forward players then are Mitchell on the right because Jack Murphy has a bit of a knock. Kakic in behind, I was going to say Brett Holman, Tony Holman. And Campbell is going to play on the left because Campbell's been quite good as the left winger most of the time. Sometimes he goes missing and it's a bit disappointing. But this is how we're playing. Desic has gotten a couple of games since he came back from his injury. He is very good. LZO, as I said, not been the best this season. He's the most expensive player Melbourne City or Melbourne Victory have ever signed. Bernini, because he made his under-21 international debut recently for Italy. Yes, it was Italy. Yep. See, I'm paying attention. I know what my players are doing. And then Justin Horan, because I kind of want a striker on the bench, and we don't really have a second striker apart from Scott Daly. And Scott Daly is still pretty and he's injured as well. So we are going to jump into this game and see how we get on. This should be one of the easier games we played this season. They're not the best team in the league. I think they're quite possibly one of the worst teams, actually. I think they're supposed to finish bottom. The league table's not going to work, so ideally we're going to just go into this game, smash a couple of goals in. I have changed the formation apart from the two DMs playing different roles. The striker and attacking midfielder were asymmetric. Now they were sitting, I think the striker was to the right and the attacking midfielder was to the left. Now I've just moved them both more centrally. just to see if that makes a bit of a difference. And Michael Austin, you set him to Segundo Volante on attack, and he becomes the greatest player possible in this team. The dude is an absolute beast at anything you ask him to do. He's a great playmaker, wants to be a ball-winning midfielder because he has all the stats for it, but I've decided to go for kind of best of both worlds as the Segundo Volante. I don't normally play with DMs, so I don't normally get to play with a Segundo Volante. So the fact that I have an opportunity to play with one, I'm going to take it. But now we are being, yeah. Oh my god, how did he miss that? We just got away with murder by the looks of it. Tornariga Austin on his attacking role, making a bit of a marauder run forward. Not a great pass for Campbell. Campbell was a bit too deep, and it's just end-to-end stuff. Mackie had that covered, but Tornariga jumps in front of him. Somebody missed, Fernandez I think missed the header there, but it's fine, we ended up getting it clear anyway. I've decided to put Mavelisse on the bench because he has, I think it's 5-star potential, or is it? No, it's 4.5-star potential. Kind of considering putting him in for Mackie for the odd game. Bingham is a good option as a goalkeeper, but you have to have a goalkeeper on the bench. It's one of the rules of this league. So I'm just going to put the higher potential player in there. I have considered training Tornariga Holman. Oh, he's just made the keeper sit down. Beautiful little goal. Robert Mitchell with the assist. I have considered Tornariga as a DM, but I think he's more valuable as a centre back, and I'll just use Elzio or Lucarelli as the DM, and every now and again I'll have Elzio as the centre back, and when he's on form I'll just put him in as a centre back. When he's not, he can play as a DM, or not at all, as he has today, sitting on the bench. But it's nice to have Lucarelli and Elzio able to swap between two positions, because another time we don't really have that many players who can do that much. And Ben Campbell with the assist, Robert Mitchell with his first goal of the season. Yes. The idea of going strikerless this year, for this season, didn't really last very long. That was something I did consider for a short while. When we had when the rules decided that we were never going to be able to keep more than one striker in the team, I was like, we're screwed. But Holman is a good striker option. I have him training to be a complete forward anyway, so I'm hoping that helps his stats increase a bit quicker, because he is on the older side for what I want my players. I prefer, like, anybody who's been watching the series for long enough will know I prefer younger players because they have more potential. You can teach them to do stuff. So if I wanted, like, we'll say Campbell to become a right back, it would take a lot. Well, he's 21, so it would take him a while to learn the position, but he probably would. Whereas, like, I thought about training Tornariga to be a DM, but he's 34. He's never going to learn that position. He has all the attributes to play the position. He just doesn't have what in sweet baby Jesus was that from Mackie? How did... And then Little almost puts it wide. That was horrendous. That was absolutely horrendous. What is happening? What is happening? Mackie makes one mistake and now the game is falling apart. Okay. We don't really have... Okay, actually what we can do is put you there. And then put you there. Elzio can come on for... Yeah, he can play for Lucarelli. We'll leave it at that for now. But we don't have too many options on the bench anyway. Like Haran. Not going to bring him on for Campbell. Or Mitchell or Holman, to be fair. I do think it's... We're winning by 1 goal. I'm bringing on my 16-year-old untried goalkeeper with 6 minutes plus stoppages to go. And they've scored. Right, this has not gone well. Holman picks up the ball, sends it out. Bernini, Tony Holman accidentally scores. Who cares? I love how far forward Austin is. He's my kind of DM, where he's forward the entire time. Tony Holman starts the move, taking the ball back off the Western Sydney or Wellington Phoenix player, and then Smith tries to clear it, hits Holman, goes into the back of the net. It's 4-3. We've made hard work of this. We absolutely dominated the first half. And now we're only winning by 1. Campbell picks it up. Murphy gets cleared. Murphy has the ball to Austin. It's been punted forward. Come on, Murphy, blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. There we go. Alright, so we just about got away with that. That was a bit of a let-off. Tony Holman, you did well. Good job, buddy. For your winning goal. We made that so much more difficult than it needed to be. So the next game now is against Melbourne City. As I said, he has a 6-year contract. What? You get a 6-year contract. Okay. Holman, you were very good. Well done, lad. What age are you? You're 20. I thought you were 21. Like, he has a lot of potential. But he's got low determination. Determination of 3. I don't know will he ever become that much of a striker. But, like, he could play as a complete forward. Like, all his stats are decent apart from technique. We have to wait and see. Anyway, we will be back in just a second for the Melbourne City game, for the Melbourne Derby. So don't go anywhere. Stay where you are. We'll be back in just a jiffy. Alright, fellas, we are now back for the game against Melbourne City. We are sitting second in the league after Sydney drew their last game and they played Newcastle Jets. So that's why we've moved up above Newcastle Jets, because they got a draw against Sydney. So that's a blot on their copybook. Hopefully we can continue the tear that we've been on of late and maybe not concede so many goals this time. I did consider changing my goalkeeper for this game. I'm not going to. I'm not going to rush into making mad decisions just yet. The only other changes we've made for this game or the only changes we made for this game, is Elzio comes in for Fernandez, who drops to the bench, and Arnold comes in for Murphy, who drops out of the team altogether, and Aloisi comes in for Lucarelli, who sits this one out as well. So let's just jump into it and see how we do. Arnold is a little bit lacking in the match sharpness side of it, but I'm not overly worried about it. I think that he'll still be good enough that that we should be able to do the business. Lads, not overly impressed with what I have to say to them. Fantastic. Just being rested. Players know what I expected them. Going to focus on the game plan. The game plan: score goals. Preferably more goals than they can score against us. It's a pretty good plan, I think. But then again, what do I know? Is that... Oh. I think ex-Liverpool player... Hoiver. Yeah, this is ex-Kiana Hoiver. Pretty sure he played for Liverpool. Pretty sure he's a... Or maybe it's a different... There's probably more than one, I would assume. It's been a fairly tame game so far. As I say, they score a goal, you know, standard. You mentioned that the game is not doing a whole lot, and then they go and bosh one into the back of the net. Come on, get creative. And again, Melbourne City have another set piece. This time it goes over the bar. Arnold to Austin to Arnold. Dinks it across. Thomas just gets there. Mitchell. Oh, he tried to dink the keeper and he almost did, but hit the crossbar. And they're going again. This time not into the back of the net, which is, you know, ideal. Kakic. Oh, just put that way. I don't know that he's that good at free kicks. 12. Could be the best in our team. I have no idea. It's not a stat I normally look at. I let the players kind of decide for themselves who's taking free kicks and penalties and all that good stuff. So we're not playing all that well. It's quite disappointing so far, I have to say. Yeah, show me something else in the second half. Players seem more interested in that than they did in my pre-game chat with them. But it's not making any difference. We're going to get smashed by Melbourne City. We're less than a minute into the second half, and they've already gotten their second. Come on, lads, show a bit of passion. Okay, we're going to have to make changes. Aloisi, not really having the best of games. I'm going to put Elzio there and I'm going to bring on Bruno Fernandes. Campbell's not having a great game, but I don't have anyone on the bench that can play. Put Kakic on the left. I move everyone around in the attacking three. Michael Austin not having a great game. You know, ideal. It's just what you want to see. We'll bring Daly on for Holman. Arnold to Kakic. Whips it across. Doesn't get there. None of our players decide to try and get the ball back. So now we're just kind of standing off them. When we play with a high press game. Yeah, no. Yeah. I'm assuming he's Cypriot. Well, he's Australian, but is he? He's Greek. Greek Australian. Yeah, no, I don't want to watch that again. That was terrible. For the remaining part of the game, we're just going to go very attacking because we're not going to win the game. Yeah, I'm just going to make my final substitution now because it's just not really going well. It's going to bring on Jack Murphy instead of Campbell. There's no point in playing Campbell any longer. Elzio whips it forward. Daly just kind of goes to get on the ball, but gets taken away. Campbell dinks it across. Kakic. He's only gone and scored. Now, do I take Campbell off? Or do I leave him continue? Yeah. For a second there I was like, did I hit yes or did I hit no? Come on lads, push forward. We have 10 minutes to score 2 goals. Kakic is up for it. No, it's not going to happen. We're just going to sit here and get beaten. Oh, no, Murphy. Marauding run forward to Austin. Oh, the Segundo Valente. Picks up the ball. Runs back to the centre circle. He knows what's going on. He wants to win this game. At this stage, I would take a draw. That was almost as bad as Mackey's goalkeeping in the last game. Arnold keeps the ball. Back to Mackey. Out to Tornariga. Murphy. Into Mitchell. Big ball forward. Kakic. Oh, he's offside. Oh, no. Okay, there's a minute left. There's still a chance. Mackey holds on to the ball. Rolls it to Austin. Pumps it forward to Kakic. Whips it across. Mitchell can't get there for Thomas. Oh, the right back. Why is the right back? Why is the right back shooting? Oh, this is the yeah. We had 18 shots. Yep, not good enough. Simply not good enough. Everybody played so horrendously in that game. Alright, we're going to have a look and see when we're going to be back next. I think we'll just jump ahead to the next Melbourne City game. Or do we just do... do we want to do the next Melbourne City game? This one's away. I don't really want to play Wellington Phoenix and Melbourne City in the next episode. We'll do Western Sydney Wanderers and Melbourne City in the next episode. Or do we... I don't want to show the same 3 teams. So like Sydney FC, Wellington Phoenix and Melbourne City have been the ones we've looked at so far. I kind of want to do different teams, but I also want to get the series kind of progressing forward. So maybe just come back at the end of February for Central Coast Mariners and the Newcastle Jets. and then see how we're doing. No, we'll come back for Perth Glory, Western Sydney Wanderers. We'll just jump forward. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5 games. Yeah, we come back for Perth Glory, Western Sydney Wanderers. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. There was a nice amount of goals in this video. We scored 6. We conceded 6. Standard, this tactic where we attack a lot and we concede a lot. It's an interesting tactic. I enjoy playing it. I hope you enjoy watching it because I find it fun. But like I said, if you did enjoy it, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. Yeah. See you next time.